Hey guys, welcome back to the C and J show. And I got my favorite gin and juice here, and I got my sister Neek, and we hope that you guys are having a good day today. Let's get on with this topic. Trust. Who do you trust? Okay. Can you truly say that you know your mate? Do you feel like they will be honest with you? Have you caught them cheating? Have they ever did something and you caught them red-handed? And if so, after that fact, have you only just sat down for once? Like you just sat there and you just thought, okay, you know what? We went through, you was cheating. And that's just what you were doing. And you're crying about the person cheating on you. And you're going through these emotions. You're ready to fight. You done fought. Police probably done came out. All this other kind of stuff. You called every family member. You done said everything. Then you're back with the person. But how many people have found this information out, and even though they found this information out, went to the doctor after you found it out? Just checking, just making sure. Maybe they like, okay, for the first at least a year, I'm gonna continually go to the doctor, just make sure I'm straight. Since I seen you do that, how many people do that? Nobody does that, right? Okay, so now look, Gina too. I applaud her. Instagram model, very beautiful. And she came out and she said that she was sick and she does has AIDS. Okay, there's different comments and everybody's saying whatever they want to say. This is my thing, right? I'm giving her the biggest, right now, the biggest applause that anybody can give anybody. I'm going to give it to her because honestly, it takes a lot to tell a story that you can't hide from and that people are going to see anyways. And when people see things that we want to keep hidden away, it's always somebody else discovering your secret, telling your stuff before you could tell it. Like the Black Panther guy. He's going and he's got all his, I guess it was like a sheet, and he's in a wheelchair and he's trying to cover up so that people would not see him and see his image. And then when he did show some type of like video, and here it is, you got people saying, oh my God, well, what's going on with him? Because everybody want to take every sickness that you could possibly get and say that it's AIDS. Everything is not that, guys. Okay? Some people get diabetes. Some people get cancer. Some people be just maybe have a flu, or just maybe just be sick that day. Who knows? It's not always. It doesn't always come back to that. But I know that she said she got sick, and it was due to she do have AIDS. She do not know. She did get raped a couple of times, and she did get some free tattoos and stuff, and it could have been a dirt needle. She really don't really know. And at this point, I really do feel like, it's no need to go and bust any cells to figure out, you know, um, exactly where it came from because the damage is already done. And obviously, if you have to go to so many different sources and try to like think, well, it could have been from that, then it could have been from that, then it could have been from X, Y, and Z. Who knows? Okay, it's no need to do that. Right now is the time that I feel like, told your story, get off of social media, don't make no more videos, don't do nothing. Just get yourself better and be an advocate for it, and you speak out and be able to tell people the things that you're experiencing, the things you had to go through, and things that you have seen and that and what type of life that you were living. Because regardless, I've seen some people in the comments saying, no, it was not because girl, you did not get raped, okay? I mean, okay, you could have got raped, but you didn't get raped no couple of times. And it wasn't no dirty needles because you got no free tattoos. No, it was not. Like, just stop. It was because you were sleeping with everybody. Okay, you can't call that because you don't know. Do you not know that so many women and men and kids, they get molested and raped from family members from a day-to-day base, maybe more than 100 times, just because. And you got to thank God that, if they can come out of it and not be hurt by that and not be sick because they had someone in the family that was sick and deranged and stupid and should have been hung that did this stuff to them. So we can't just say always what it is. But here's the thing, though, that I really do have a problem with this. And this is the thing for me. When I seen Kevin Samuels, rest in peace to him, God bless his soul. When I seen this man talking about what a woman can and cannot get anymore, that if you are past this age here, you're not useful. Ain't nobody gonna be looking in your direction. And if you as a guy, you need to get yourself together. Just make sure you got the money. And I can get anybody you want. He literally said it. He don't have to, I guess, be in one box because he can get anybody he wants to get. He has the money, basically, so he can do it. And with a female, she has to be a certain age. She has to look a certain way. She has to be able to carry something. She got to be able to have some type of some type of income. And then if you do have, really, you don't have that much of an income, if you really don't got that much, and then you need to be fine as crap and young in order for someone to say, okay, yes, I'm going to deal with you. I'm going to take you as you are. I had the biggest problem with that, and here's the reason. It's because of this right here, what we're seeing with Gina too. You see, I'm not at all saying that, oh, look at this and whatever. No. I'm not saying that at all because things happen. What I'm saying is she said what she think it was. But now it goes to say how many people, because it's not every Instagram model, it's not, but we do know that the Instagram models, majority of them, at least a good 70 to 80% of them at least, are the ones that's coming up and they are messing with the celebrities. These are who the guys are talking to now and getting relationships with. This is what is going on. This is where everybody is hooking up at. And so when you think about it, in the open relationships and all this other kind of stuff that we're thinking, this is the reason why I was so upset with this man, not just him, with any grown person that has a following, that have, you got a good following and they listen to you. And you have a little bit of power to where certain people will take your advice and they're going to run with it and they're going to believe you and they're going to listen to you more so than what they would their own parents, what they would so their own best friends, family members, and above them all, God. They're going to listen to you first. And when everybody is sitting up there, we're speaking, but ain't nobody speaking about this here. Like, listen, it's okay, because I know we it's all about the image, because everybody want to have something good or they want to look good and they want to do all this stuff, but nobody don't say the rest of it. What about for 1 second, okay? Can we talk about that's good? You want someone to look good. You want them to be in their good health, their right state of mind. You want them to be able to have a good source of income so you two can have lifelong goals and do whatever and be able to help each other out. But at the same time, could we speak and could we put first standards first, character, the quality first? Could we start teaching that this is what comes first? Because the thing is, generations, it changes. Every 10 years, something change in the world, technology, kids, people, humans, dog, fishes, the world, everything changes. But if everybody is talking more so about, right, well, you gotta be this color. You gotta have this big butt. You gotta be pretty. You have to still be, young. You gotta be able to cheat with 2 and 3 people. Then on top of that, you gotta be able to have a girlfriend and be bisexual. And you gotta be able to do this. And then when it's concerning to the men, I don't care how you look and what you do. You just need to have some commas and zeros at the end of your income. Your bank account needs to be it needs to be stacked up. And then I look good, I take you from her, he'll make you fall in love. And then guess what? From the very first phone call, get all of this. I'm making you work harder than basically anything in the world. And only thing you have to do is look at me. You got me. Make sure you have money. You already know I'm what's in. I'm the trend. I'm the factor here. $10,000 to look at me. Now I spend it on the beans. So now I want the black beans tomorrow in the morning. You got to be able to do that. You could do that. And then on top of that, it's just nothing else matters. Like nobody don't say nothing else about nothing. So now it's like everybody has to grow. And so when you're thinking about it, what about the upcoming kids, like the kids now in this generation that's in high school, the kids that are in college? What about the kids still that's in their early 20s, middle 20s, heck, even late 20s, where you are still feeling like, you know what? This is what the world's saying. I need to catch me a bad one and think about the rest of that stuff later. Like, who cares about your standards? Who cares if you're clean? Who cares about if you're an innocent person? Who cares about, how you choose to do things? Nobody cares about that. I just want to make sure that you make me look good all day, and that's it. I'm not getting it. It's crazy. And there's so many like people that's constantly doing that. What about the men? I'm looking at these old men, and I'm thinking like, there's no way. So you mean to tell me you just sit up here, cheated on your wife, did all this stuff, left your wife, who already know your condition, know how many times she got to give you your medicine. She understands that doesn't work all that good that way anymore. And y'all done got the kids, grandkids, you done got all this stuff. You mean to tell me that what means more to you is being able to say I'm 50 plus and I got a 20-year-old? You mean to tell me if you're 20 something, it means more to you to say I don't care about a man that's my age? Who cares about him? Because he ain't got no money yet. I'm talking to the men in their 40s and the 50s and 60s and 70s. He just, girl, you ain't never seen no $30,000 check, did you? He just cashed at me, dealt me, just like that. Got it. I ain't had to do nothing but just look into his eyes. That was it. That's all he wanted me to do. Okay, that was it. You mean to tell me when we are in these open relationships, however you choose to spice up your relationship, whatever you feel it is okay, then we're bringing other people into into your bedroom, into your relationships, and we getting all these spirits combining with each other. You mean to tell me that nobody's gonna say, not at all, that there's consequences to this everyday lifestyle if you continue to do it all the time? We have forgot about, how you go here and you're on YouTube right now, and when you click on it, you see the picture. So the picture is, you see this Instagram model, then you see this celebrity with them. You see the title, right? But then if you look in the description, it may tell you a little bit about the video. Or if it does not say that, go to the hashtags. It may even say something or show you how to get to other videos like this, right? But you mean to tell me when it comes down to life, nobody can tell us that's grown. We got a handful of people that's gonna only teach and practice what they're preaching about being faithful, or about, yes, having someone that still take care of themselves and they're worth things and what you two done got, but there's no description. We're not giving descriptions on, okay, you know what, I got a big house, but I'm not going to tell you how I got my big house. I got a big this or whatever, but I ain't going to tell you how to get it. Or I want a good man, and the reason why I ain't never going to be able to get one is because you have more men like Kevin Samuels at the time that is coming out and saying this is the best fit. Not let's make sure we're clean. Not let's make sure that we don't look at beauty and think that the beauty don't it like okay, this is gonna be the best Kool-Aid in the world, that it can't taste sour. But that's what we're doing. We don't care that like we don't care about nothing. That's just what that is, right? P Diddy done lost his mind. You got all this money, you're doing this, but you mean to tell me it ain't like you just bumped into this? Nobody don't know what P Diddy like. We don't know. But you're saying this is going to be the image that everybody is always talking about. See, what makes sense don't need to make sense. I ain't got to tell you about all of that because guess what? In a relationship, how do anybody know how to keep anything or forget how to keep somebody? Because don't seem like nothing is worth keeping these days. But how to avoid or how to pick or at least how to be in some type of a category. You mean to tell me that stuff don't matter? So we don't care about that, is what you're saying. Because none of that stuff don't matter. I don't have to tell my son to, hey, now listen, you these days, boy, I know that you're 18, you're turning 19, but you are going to have to worry about a little bit more than just putting on some, protection and making sure maybe she didn't get pregnant. You need to be worried about you don't get something, okay? Because that's the first thing. The days ain't how it used to be. You ain't no in your age group having some fun. You ain't gonna better have that much of fun like that, okay? So that's cut short. So you mean to tell me that we're gonna just keep not educating, okay? Because if you can come out and say certain things, but are you saying it at home to your kids so that they know? And who cares? No kids gonna be listening to what their parents say. We respect, but who listening? I ain't trying to listen to all of that. You're listening to what the celebrities are saying. You're listening to your idols. So if your idols are saying, I got an Instagram model and I got a bad chick and she has another bad chick and she loves females too, and then guess what? I'm married, but my marriage is it's okay. But how we keep it spicy is we make sure that we be bringing everybody inside our bedroom day in and day out. Like this is just how we is, child. And that's it. No, nothing else. Okay, nothing else. It don't even matter who all you have kids from. You can have a bunch of them. Who cares? It don't matter who you have them from. It don't matter about their connection with them. It don't matter about the background. It don't matter about nothing. Just do for it. And what I am saying at the end of the day, we have to say beauty and we have to say, hey, I want someone to look good. I want you to have money. I want you to do this, but it should be other things we're talking about. Like, listen, that comes, but that should not be the first thing. You want to make sure somebody is good to you and know how to treat you. Let's make sure that they're clean people, okay? Let's make sure they're not serial rapists and murderers and they're not out here doing any and everything to get $1. And in the midst of it, they're doing things that can come back and get you sick. And so for all the people that did have something to say about this girl, shut up, stop, look at your relationship. You go and see, make sure you ain't got nothing, okay? That's what we need to do. Because I know everybody should be on a and please shaking in their boots. They probably are shaking in their boots. Okay, and like she just said, she's not gonna put any celebrities out just to go tell a business or anything like that. But if I'm looking at the pictures, If this is what's in and you're pretty and you're this model, there's no way a celebrity or anybody have not contacted you. That we can't even say it. Now, who's to know what's the rest is? We do not know. But I pray she gets better, get well, and talk about it. Start just coming back and start talking about it and letting everybody else know if you do get it, his life is not over and all the rest of that stuff. We're out.